Namaste and welcome to Focused 15 Plus. Oh, I am so excited that you are here and that you are embarking on this 30-day challenge. Really, it's more like a 30-day exploration of yourself and your desires and what is available to you in terms of possibilities for your life. So how I want to give you just a little brief overview of how this is going to roll, a little bit of housekeeping stuff. So we start officially on May 21st. Okay. So for the next 30 days, you will get 2 practices per day. So starting May 21st. So each day from then until June 19th, you'll get 2 practices sent to you through the platform where you log in for your classes. And that day, your challenge will be to complete those 2 practices. Now, how you do them in terms of do you do them together? Do you do them separate? That doesn't matter. All that matters is that you try your best to complete both practices. Now, if for some reason the day gets away with you and it's just one of those days that only one practice ends up happening, then it's one practice. I don't want you to get down on yourself. I don't want you to beat yourself up for this. I want you to do the best that you can, but knowing that, this is a challenge. So it is meant to stretch you. It's also meant to stretch your mind of what is capable for you. So here's the beautiful thing about dedicated daily self-care, especially in shorter amounts. So first of all, it's like regular nervous system regulation that's happening. So rather than trying to dump it all into 60 minutes in one time, which for a lot of people is not feasible, doable, or even accessible, we truncate it down to 15 minutes twice a day, where you're regulating your nervous system, where you're tuning in to how you're feeling, noticing sensations, noticing what's coming up in your mind, noticing what's coming up in your body, how you're responding. And what I invite you to do with this challenge is, the reason why I called it Focused 15 Plus is that, first of all, it's the focused part. So I want you to think of one thing in your life that you would like to change. Now, that could be something with your health. It could be within a relationship, like say a partner or a spouse. There's something that you want to change there. Maybe it's something in your job. Maybe it's something else in your health related. Could be like weight loss or just toning your body. Maybe it's a dietary change that you want to make. But what I invite you to do is pick one thing only that you want to change, instead of trying to okay, well, I want to change. I want to lose weight. I want to tone my body and I want to change how I eat. And no, because I'll tell you something, when you try to change too many things at once, it's going to land flat. You're going to get unmotivated, you're going to be uninspired, you're going to get stressed and overwhelmed. So I want you to think of just one thing that you want to work on, okay? And over the course of the 30 days, what happens with this beautiful, dedicated 15 minutes twice a day of self-care is that it's going to give you an opportunity to pause and to reflect on what it is that you desire to change for yourself. So I'll just give you an example. Say you want to lose weight, okay? So for those 30 days, twice a day as you tap in for 15 minutes at a time, you're going to focus on how do you desire to feel having already lost the weight, okay? How do you desire to feel? Not how do you feel now, not how have I felt in the past, but how do you desire to feel having already dropped that weight? Now, I know some of you are going to be thinking, well, I haven't dropped the weight yet, or whatever it is that you want to change. I haven't changed that yet. No, I know. So what helps you to focus on what you desire is, how do you what feelings do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? What emotions do you want to come up? So I'll go with the weight loss thing again. So say you desire to feel fit, you desire to feel confident, you desire to feel happy, you desire to feel inspired, motivated. grateful for your body, whatever it is, whatever feelings you desire to have, you start to embody those feelings now. So if there is something else in your life that brings you those same feelings of, happiness, confidence, gratitude, excitement, appreciation, whatever it is, happiness, you start to feel those now. So if there's something else in your life that you're like, you know what, when I do this, I feel confident, I feel inspired, I feel motivated, I feel happy, whatever it is. It's not actually the thing that you're doing that makes the difference. It's the feeling. The feeling. That's all that matters, because that is the feeling that actually produces the energy in your body that goes out into the universe, and you get back energetically what you are a match to. And how you end up actually transforming your life, or whatever aspect of your life that you're looking to transform, is within those dedicated 15-minute time frames. What's going to happen is you're going to start to get sparks, intuitive hits, downloads, little bits of inspiration of like, oh, I could do this, or oh, this would really be cool. When you're running around throughout your day, you're not present in the moment. So you can't see what's possible for you. When you pause, this is what the beautiful gift of 15 minutes a day is going to help you with. It gives you the opportunity to pause. And in that pause, in that moment where you're present, you can start to look at, well, this is what I'm looking to desire to change in my life. The 15 minutes really just gives you an invitation to check within, to notice how you feel, and to shift that feeling to something that feels better. You can't do that when you're trying to make dinner, you're watching TV, you're feeding the kids, you're on the computer and you're doing work. Like, you can't effectively change anything when you are just running around doing all the things that need to get done in a day. The 15-minute pause, and I will tell you, even if some of you are like, I know I can't do 30 minutes like a day, like 15 minutes here and 15 minutes there, I know it's not possible for me right now. Start with just the 15 minutes a day. And I promise you, and I actually guarantee that at some point in that 30 days, you're going to be going, oh, this 15 minutes once a day is not enough for me. I actually need to pause again for another 15 minutes. And some of you might even get into a state where it's like, you start doing this 3 times a day. You start doing it 4 times a day. I'm telling you, I know that because I've experienced it myself. So what happened with me is I was always doing 60-minute practices. And eventually my nervous system was so dysregulated from so much stress and anxiety in my life that the 60 minutes was actually feeling overwhelming to me. It was like, I can't handle it. Like, it was just too much. So one day I just sat there and I was like, I'm going to do 60 minutes. And after 15 minutes, I heard in my head, you're done now. You're complete with this. That's all you needed right now is 15 minutes. Your nervous system can't handle anything more. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I committed to just trying 15 minutes a day as an experiment to see what would happen. And that's when all the shifts in my life started to happen. I started losing weight. I started getting the motivation to tone my body. I started sleeping better. I started digesting well. I had more energy. I was more calm, more composed, more relaxed, less irritated, stressed, frustrated, and angry. Like, life just flowed so much easier. And I'll tell you, every time I sat to do a 15-minute practice, whether it was breath work, meditation, going outside for a walk in nature, maybe it was a yin practice, maybe it was some gentle movement, whatever it was, acupressure, reflexology, whatever it was, my nervous system felt so good with it. Just that 15 minutes, that was all that I needed. And it was incredible because during those times, I would actually start to get the downloads of inspiration of, okay, well, I want to lose weight. And then all of a sudden I would get a spark of like, here's an idea on how you could make that happen. Oh, like, and that's what happens with this dedicated time. So to wrap up, Focused 15 Plus is really about creating your best life. It's about getting the opportunity to check in and see, you know what is it that I really do desire for myself? Whether it's with my health, my relationships, my career, whatever it is. This is your invitation. This is your time over the next 30 days to start to map out what it is that you desire. And I'll tell you something, you're worthy and you're deserving of this time every single day for yourself. So I will be checking in, seeing how you guys are doing, giving you some little inspos. Each day you'll get 2 15-minute practices, and your challenge will be to complete them. So I'm looking forward to hearing how you guys are going to do with this, because I am so excited for it. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you either on the mat, in the kitchen, outside, or somewhere else. All right, namaste.